Welcome, Ben Holley. I was thinking about it this morning, and if I were to assemble any team for any theater purpose of any kind, you'd be like the first guy I call. And I still, and this is true. Yeah, I'd call you for references to see if you know anybody to get a good team together. And it's great to know you, and I can't believe that it's honestly been over 10 years, which is crazy to think about that.
That is a while. While.
We've done like over 30 shows together. You've done.
Yeah.
I can't even count. Probably. Do you have any concept of how many shows you've actually done?
Probably 180 shows at this point.
It's amazing. And so for the people watching, you work at the Mercedes Edwards Theater. You're the technical director there. Yeah. For people that are interested in theater, what are the qualities that you look for when you actually want to hire somebody and get somebody on your team?
I look for extremely hard workers. I feel like hard work has gotten me a really, really long ways in life. I try to set the pace with my employees, and I try to democratically lead by example. And if they can hang, then that's great. And if they can't, then you either got to go or you got to go. So
you started saying a phrase to me recently and to your students.
There's no real failures in life. I see it now as either you win or you learn. I always feel like it's a learning experience. And I think if you approach things that you do in that kind of concept, either I'm going to win at this or I'm going to learn, instead of it being truly a failure. I think if you approach that, it's a lot easier. I think it's a lot easier to approach something that's complicated and hard that way. Being okay to fail and really working hard at it, I think you'll end up very successful. Every successful person, whether depending on what art form or whatever you want to talk about, whether it's sports or art or music or anything like that, and you talk to somebody and they have a story about how they horrifically failed at something,
right?
But they kept. It's that tenacious appetite for moving forward and just going after it.
Yeah, I think you say that appetite to move forward. It's like people often I found myself in that many times over the years, where you are scared of how your art is going to be perceived, and so it can cause a lot of stress. But I have found that drive to just go, like, if you can just start running in an artistic direction, then you start to discover and learn things, and you can adjust from there. I mean, how many times when we had offices next door to each other, that I would just come in and go, okay, how about this crazy idea? But if I was scared of what you thought of that idea and I never said it, then we never go anywhere.
Right. Yeah. Now, there's also something to be said about following something to the end of the process too, Chris. I think you and I kind of figured that out. A good example of that is a show that we wanted to do that dropped a drawbridge that came down off of the set.
That's right.
And
that's right.
I think you and I had worked it, 20 different ways to try to figure out how we can drop this drawbridge that was going to be really heavy, that students were going to have to operate. And I think by the time we'd exhausted all the options, we came to the realization that it just wasn't going to work. Like we did not have the time, the material in order to make it happen. So we cut it, but it came to a conclusion, and I think we found the answer. I don't think it was the answer that you and I both liked or wanted.
Right. That's right.
But it was a solve. The problem, it's like math. You get to the end, the problem, and you find the solution. And it might not be the one you wanted, but you still solved it.
So many students want to sort of be held by the hand, and I don't think they think of it like that, but they hit they hit something they don't understand, they immediately ask for help, and they don't want to work through anything. What would you say to people and students that aren't really pursuing any problem solving and are just sort of accidentally almost looking for help from other people all the time?
I stop doing that. Don't do that. No, it's tough because I've had students, and I've worked with employees, outside Clovis Unified as well. And remember the people that don't work hard, and I think you also remember the people that work really hard. So
yeah, I'm constantly telling my students, like, they feel embarrassed or frustrated because they can't do something. It's like, hey, you're trying to put, you're taking a drill and you're trying to put a screw in, and it's like, you've done that twice in your whole life. Like, I've done it probably 1,000 times or whatever, right? Like, it's okay to not be good at that. Like, that's
Right.
okay. Like, that doesn't make you look dumb. That just makes you look like you're new at it. Like, it's okay.
Exactly. Well, not only that, right. Not only that, but it's also, this is the time, and especially for our students, especially when you're young, this is the time for you to fail. Even today, I've been doing, this for close to 20 years now, and I still learn every single day. There's something new that I learn, but I constantly push myself to do that. So I find the information myself. I have this attitude of, I want to be the best at what I do. And so I constantly, I never look in the rearview mirror to see if, anything or anyone's behind me. It's always looking forward and what can I do next?
All right, before I let you go, got my guy right here. This is the cookie jar questions. Got a bunch of random questions in here. Here we go. Rapid fire. Question number one. Your opinion of squirrels in one sentence or less.
Fluffy rats with tails. Fluffy tail rats.
If you could be an underwater animal, what would you be?
Oh, a stingray for sure. Stingray for sure. Yeah. Let's all name the zones of the sea. The zones.
I'm captivated by the confidence of that answer. For sure. Like,
oh, for sure. Yeah. Stingrays are cool.
All right. Name a movie you're surprised you liked.
Oh, I will be. Oh, a movie that I surprised like. Oh, Easy A. Easy A is a great movie. I love that movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I love a good chick flick. I love it. I love love, and I love watching people in love.
That's right.
I'll be completely honest. It's rad.
Yeah.
It's rad. But I love a good rom-com.
I love that I just learned something new about you after 13 years of friendship. That's amazing.
I openly admit it. I embrace it. It's a good time. How could you not have a good time?
Hey, thanks for taking the time. You're the best, man. I'm glad you're out there creating stuff, and I'm really glad you're working with students still. And it's awesome.
It's the best job. It's the best job ever. They pay me to do this. I can't believe it.
That's right. They pay us to play make-believe and teach make-believe to other kids. All right, dude.
Thanks.
Talk to you later.
Cool. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.